walks into a Dollar General with a semi-automatic rifle and a pistol and starts.
It's horrible what happened. Indubitably horrible. Indubitably deplorable what happened, man. R.I.P. to the people that got deleted by this devil, by this truly unrighteous individual, man. Yeah. R.I.P. to the people that got deleted in Jacksonville, Florida, man. I send my condolences to the friends and family members of the deceased. It's yeah, man. Bruh. Demonic-ish, man.
Racist walks into a Dollar General with a semi-automatic rifle and a pistol and starts shooting black people. This is America. This racist walks into a Dollar General with a semi-automatic rifle and a pistol and starts shooting black people. This is America. This is the United States of America. According to the sheriff, the shooter, who they haven't named yet, is believed to have acted alone and allegedly wanted to kill himself. He lived in Jacksonville's Clay County with his parents and authored several manifestos, including one to his parents and another to the media.
He took himself out.
At least one of the guns had a swastika.
I'm glad he's no longer here, man. He was trash. The trash took itself out.
Manifestos, including one to his parents.
He was a cancer in society, bro. I'm glad he's no longer here, man. I'm glad that racist shooter is no longer here.
And allegedly wanted to kill himself. He lived in Jacksonville's
I am glad that the racist shooter, that the shooter who was racist is no longer here.
The sheriff adds that at least one of the guns had a swastika drawn on it. And allegedly wanted to kill himself. He lived in Jacksonville's Clay County with his parents and authored several manifestos, including one to his parents and another to the media. And the sheriff adds that at least one of the guns had a swastika drawn on it. Because why not?
So he was a Nazi supporter?
Ron Bag said that the gunman was a scumbag and described the shooting as horrific. I agree with you, shithead. You go on to say that the gunman was targeting people based on.
Why is he calling DeSantis the head? The head. Yeah, why are you calling him that, bro? How is he head, bro? How is he? Yeah, I don't get it, bro. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. How is DeSantis crappy for saying what he said, bro? It was horrific. The gunman was a scumbag, bro. That's what he was, bro. Like
said at least one of the guns had a swastika.
Why are you calling him a
Because why not? It's Florida. Ron Bag said that the gunman was a scumbag and described the shooting as horrific. I agree with you, shithead. You go on to say that the gunman was targeting people based on their race. That is totally unacceptable.
Facts.
2 for 2. I absolutely agree. Then he said the guy killed himself rather than face the music and accept responsibility for his actions, and so he took the coward's way out.
Yep. Cowardice.
He didn't accept responsibility for his actions.
That guy was a cornball.
That were made infinitely more simple to commit because he lived in Florida. For one thing, Nazis feel real comfy in your state, Governor. Why is that? Why do they feel so safe?
Are you saying that all whites are in Florida are Nazis, bro? That's crazy if you're saying that, bro. You are on some goofy ish, that weirdo ish, bro.
For his actions, and so he took the coward's way out.
This guy, if he's lumping all white Floridians under the same umbrella, then this guy's a weirdo.
Infinitely more simple to commit because he lived in Florida. For one thing, Nazis feel real comfy in your state, Governor. Why is
No, the wokeism, bro.
I absolutely agree.
Anybody that
Then he said the guy killed himself rather
doesn't
than face the music and accept
that is not a
responsibility
sheeple-minded
for his
individual. Any white person that's a non that's yeah, he thinks that whites who are not sheeple-minded are Nazis, bro. That's crazy.
Their race, that is totally unacceptable. 2 for 2. I absolutely agree. Then he said the guy killed himself rather than face the music and accept responsibility for his actions, and so he took the coward's way out. He didn't accept responsibility for his actions. Actions that were made infinitely more simple to commit. For his actions, and so he took the coward's way out. He didn't accept responsibility for his actions. Actions that were made infinitely more simple to commit because he lived in Florida. For one thing, Nazis feel real comfy in your state, Governor. Why is that? Why do they feel so safe in your state? I'm sure it has nothing to do with the fact that in January of last year in Orlando, a bunch of neo-Nazis staged a demonstration at an overpass over the highway, and you called it an attempt by Democrats to smear you.
All right, guys, we got to talk about an absolutely horrible story out of Florida.
Undoubtedly horrible.
Involving a man who is white that walked into a Dollar General and killed 3 people who were black. Now, as far as the story is right now, and it's still early on, the story can change, but this is the story as of right now. This was a racially motivated hate crime. Okay, This was allegedly done because the man hates black people, and apparently he has a manifesto, and we have immediate information about why this occurred. Now, this is just one of a series of videos that I've done, okay, in which you do have racially motivated hate crimes. A lot of videos that I've done recently have been in the opposite direction. Okay? We're talking about black men or black gunmen going and killing people because they're white. Okay, I talk about it in both directions. Okay, so I want people to understand that. But again, clearly this is
black racist.
So I want to talk about this.
That's racist and all races.
Mainly because again, it is a tragic.
Blacks can be racist.
So we should all have the victims.
Blacks can be racist.
I meant to say. Talk about this incident, mainly because again, it is a tragic incident, and
definitely
we should all have the victims of this incident in our thoughts and prayers. Clearly, it is terrible.
Devastating.
Out in Dollar General, and then some lunatic decides to open fire on you because of your skin color. That is not right. That's unacceptable in this country. And I want to see a lot less of this going both ways in this country, to be quite honest with you. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. I want to talk about it. So let's go ahead and play this. And I want to see a lot less of this going both ways in this country.
A lot less hate crime, period. Not just black against white and white against black, but black against Asian, white against Asian, all forms of hate crime are. There needs to be less hate crime, period.
Victims of this incident in our thoughts and prayers. Clearly, it is terrible to just be out in Dollar General and then some lunatic decides to open fire.
I don't think he was a lunatic. I think he was a cornball. That's just me, though.
I want to see a lot less.
He was a terrible human being.
Going both ways in this country, to be quite honest with you. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. I want to talk about it. So let's go ahead and play this clip so you guys get a better understanding of kind of what happened in this situation. Take a look.
I am 39 years old. I started thinking about getting Botox Cosmetic for the last couple of years. From both sources and neighbors, this again is the suspect, Ryan Palmeter. Action Jackson's Lodge, Oakley.
outside the suspect's home. And Jake Stofan is there. Parents called the Clay County Sheriff's Office this morning after they found a hate-filled manifesto in the home.
Well, according to Jacksonville Sheriff T.K. Waters, there were multiple manifestos left behind by the shooter, making it explicitly clear his hatred towards black people.
Detestation.
Neighbors here told me they had no idea 21-year-old Ryan Palmeter held those racial resentments, but one neighbor did tell me he came off as an unhappy, standoffish young man. Photo of 21-year-old Ryan Palmeter as the man who carried out today's tragic mass shooting.
F that guy, bro. F that guy, bro.
Sheriff's deputies were present outside Palmeter's home throughout the day and into the evening. Jacksonville Sheriff T.K. Waters said Palmeter's parents had called Clay County Sheriff's Office earlier in the day, reporting their son had left behind a manifesto.
By that time, he had already began shooting in Jacksonville.
Sheriff Waters says the shooter's victims were all black. Waters says his multiple manifestos and the swastikas drawn on his AR-15 style rifle made it undeniably clear
That clown was a
his
Nazi
rampage
supporter too.
was racially motivated.
This shooting was racially motivated, and he hated black people. He wanted to kill.
Waters also noted Palmeter had previously been Baker acted in 2017 and was involved in a domestic call in 2016, but had no history of arrest, adding it was unclear whether he obtained his firearms legally.
I can't say that he owned it, but I know his parents did. His parents didn't want him in their house.
Neighbor Patty Grisby wasn't familiar with Palmeter, but was shocked when she found out he lived just a few doors down and her children often play around the neighborhood.
I mean, they ride their bikes, they play outside. I mean, it's just really scary. I mean, I really have goosebumps just thinking about it's right here in our neighborhood, a quiet little street.
Sabina Escalada lives across the street from the gunman's home.
He's just on the outside, seemed like a typical teenager, you know, like didn't seem very happy sometimes, or just wanted to keep to himself.
She said she didn't know Palmeter well, but said she had a good relationship with his parents, saying she was heartbroken when she heard the news.
It's hard thinking about like your own child doing something like that, and you feel for the family.
And according to Mayor Donna Deegan, the shooter made it clear in his manifestos he was aware today marked the 5th anniversary of the landing shooting. Neighbors here obviously left asking themselves how a member of their own community could be capable of carrying out such a vicious attack and how he managed to slip through the cracks for so long. For local coverage you can count on live in Oakleaf, I'm Jake Stofan, Action News Jacks.
Yeah, so again, that's a tragic incident, okay? It's something that
Facts.
we really should not see happen in this country. And again, my thoughts and prayers are with the family members and the victims in this situation, this time. Apparently, this guy was also targeting a local HBCU as well, too. Apparently, a security guard had spotted him, and then the guy had essentially ran away when the security guard had spotted him. So again, this
He was
guy
precluded from harming more people.
in this situation, this time. Apparently, this guy.
I'm glad
was
nobody
also
at that
targeting a
HBCU
local
got
HBCU as well,
harmed
too.
or
Apparently,
hurt.
a security guard had spotted him, and then the guy had essentially ran away.
It's
The
sad
security guard
that
had spotted him.
3 blacks got deleted at that Dollar
In
General.
this situation, this time, apparently, this guy was also targeting a local HBCU as well, too. Apparently, a security guard had spotted him, and then the guy had essentially ran away when the security guard had spotted him. So again, this guy was clearly targeting black people. So it seems, according to the manifesto, we're going to talk a little bit more about that and some strange things that are going on with this incident in general. But I want to read this tweet right here from Tariq Nasheed.
Woke
You have the
Tariq.
Woke Race Hustlers of America once again blaming the GOP for something
dude's a
like this
clown.
when stuff like this happens. So they're trying to take advantage of it.
Yep.
So let's read here. The latest ET Black massacre at the hands of another radicalized white supremacist is the result of constant anti-black rhetoric being normalized by people like Ron DeSantis and the liberal white media who are giving DeSantis and Vivek Ramaswamy and others a platform to spew their anti-black rhetoric. Now, I wonder what specifically did they say that's anti-black?
He
Well,
cannot
maybe
say.
it's affirmative action, or I don't know, maybe we should
He's a
have
bozo. Tariq is a
queer
bozo.
studies taught in African American history. again, I'm trying to figure out exactly what is anti-black about anything that Vivek Ramaswamy or Ron DeSantis have said, and how in the world did that motivate them? Again, people just go on the internet and just say anything.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
That's one thing I know about the internet. People will literally go on the internet and just say anything.
Yep.
Anything. Okay?
Unbelievable.
But hey, I can point to a whole lot of anti-white things that are said
Yes.
in the media and by Democrats. That
Facts.
hey, I
A
can argue
plenitude of Democrats.
motivated some of the mass shootings against white people. Okay, and
Facts.
I've covered a couple of those stories where we have situations where a black shooter went and hunted down white people and killed them just because they're white. We know that that's what they did because they admitted to it. Okay, and again, you don't see the same type of coverage. You don't see the same type of concern. You don't see people going out here and
Same
blaming
energy.
Democrats and the local media for
They
spewing
don't have the same
anti-white
venom
But you have a situation like this.
for the Democrats that say wildish. It's crazy, man. The bias is crazy. The bias is trash.
You don't see people going out here.
People
got to
be consistent. The wokies got to be consistent.
Anti-white rhetoric. But you have a situation like this. The first thing these people want to do is try to blame the GOP and say, "Oh, well, it's because the GOP is anti-black." Anti-black rhetoric. Again, I'm trying to figure out exactly what
They have no evidence, no proof to substantiate their claims.
Because I can name a whole lot of it.
They have no
left.
proof.
Like, for example, when you call people who disagree with you Nazis and white
KKKs,
supremacists,
Mayo monsters, mayonnaise mutants. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. The different slanderous words that a lot of blacks
because I can name a whole lot of people from the left, like,
bro,
try to blame
it's horrible.
the GOP and say, "Oh, well, it's because the GOP is anti-black." The local media are spewing anti-white rhetoric. But you have a situation like this. The first thing these people want to do is try to blame the GOP and say, "Oh, well, it's because the GOP is anti-black." Anti-black rhetoric. Again, I'm trying to figure out exactly what anti-black rhetoric coming from the GOP inspired this. Because I can name a whole lot of it coming from the left. Like, for example, when you call people who disagree with you Nazis and white supremacists, okay, and all types of other things. Yeah, I think that would motivate an anti-white shooting. This is platform on mainstream local media. The benign neglect policies from the Biden administration that refuse to give specific protections to black citizens from these attacks is part of the problem as well. Again, I'm trying. What protections do you want? What protections would have prevented this from happening? What could Biden have done to give more protection to black citizens to prevent this from happening? What do you look for? It's already being investigated and probably will be charged as a hate crime, knowing what we know now. So what more protections do you want? I don't understand. This guy's going to go, well, he's dead. He deleted himself, but if he was to be caught, okay, if he was to be caught alive, he would have been charged to the fullest extent of the law and plus had hate crime charges on top of it.
Facts.
What exactly are you looking for? Again, this is the real grip right here.
Yep.
This man is trying to pretend that there's something more that could have been done to punish the person that committed this act when this person would have already been punished to the fullest extent of the law. I'm trying to figure out exactly what this guy is getting at. In Florida, allowing permitless carry last month to help people to act on this anti-black propaganda. Again, it's just nonsense. It really is. But isn't it crazy how in a situation like this, we know the motive immediately? Okay, He has a manifesto. I guarantee you the manifesto will be released immediately.
Soon.
However, when it comes to the Nashville shooting, that manifesto, and
they still haven't released
they
that.
don't really want to put it out there because it might be dangerous. Maybe I can argue that in a situation like this, releasing this manifesto might be dangerous. Right? We can make the same argument.
The simping for the trans community is really sickening, man. It really is. The trans shooter in Nashville, Tennessee, that person was a cornball, bro. That person was a demon, a devil. The person that took out 6 Christians in that Christian school, that person was a Christian hating clown, man.
They don't really want to put it out there because it might be dangerous.
She was
Maybe I
that
can
trans
argue
person
that
was
in
a
a situation
bigot.
like this, releasing this manifesto might be dangerous, right? We can make the same argument, right?
A true bigot.
Releasing this manifesto might make it easier for attacks like this to happen again. It might motivate copycats because that is the excuse that has been used not to release the Nashville
Manifesto.
shooters manifesto. I found all this stuff to be fascinating, right? Truly fascinating.
It's crazy.
Fascinating how this guy used the AR-15, which is the most hated gun by the left for whatever reason. I really don't know. I don't know what really is so scary about that compared to other sporting rifles, but you know, hey, I mean that's their scary gun of choice. Decorated with swastikas to kill black folks in deep state Florida, which is also hated by the left. And he deleted himself before anybody can ask any questions.
Yep.
Seems legit, right? Seems legit, right? It seems pretty straightforward, right? I'm just saying, man. I mean, I just find the difference in regards to how the media treats these incidents to be fascinating.
Partiality.
Okay, again, we're not going to get the Nashville shooter manifesto. We're not going to get that, okay? But we're going to get
Anytime
this
soon.
I guarantee you. No doubt.
It's crazy.
We're going to have a manifesto, okay? I've covered a few stories in the past about how you've had, these types of hate crimes that happen where, a black person killed white people because they're white.
Yep.
But it's not going to get the same mainstream
Same
media
attention.
coverage, right? People aren't going to be out here, talk about it as much. Right?
Facts. It doesn't fit the narrative. That's why.
Again, it's just amazing to me the difference. But regardless, with that being said, again, this is a tragic incident.
Traumatizing.
Clearly nobody likes to see anything like this happen. It's terrible. The shooter was a coward.
Yep.
Okay, he took the easy way out.
A goofball.
And I mean, this is something that unfortunately we do see in this country. I just wish that when it happens on both sides, that we would give the same type of attention to it and condemn it the same. But unfortunately, we don't live in a country like that. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like.
Shout out to BCP, man. Yeah, I think all forms should be publicly execrated, man. Publicly reviled, demonized. Not just white against black, but black against white, Asian against white, white against Asian, black against Asian, like all Latino against white, all forms, Latino against white, all forms should be reviled publicly and talked about. All forms should get equal coverage, equal attention. The picking and choosing that's whack. If you think picking and choosing makes you an honorable person, you're bugging. You're not honorable for picking and choosing. You got to have the same energy for all forms of hate crime, bro. Straight up and down. If you don't, then you're a sucker. It is what it is. I'm about to get up out of here. I appreciate and love y'all. One love to the family of DTA, Elevation Before. No GTA, man. I'm gone.